probably go in and out. It happens a lot when you're on your phone in the car.
All right. Joe is somewhere out in the boondocks somewhere. He sent me a note earlier this week that he probably would not have a good connection. So the meeting is now live, and public notice, including participation in today's meeting, was posted in compliance with the Michigan Open Meetings Act. As of 8 a.m. today, we have received 0 requests to call for public comment during the meeting. So we don't have any visitors that's laying and lurching around waiting for us. So with that being said, we have already called the meeting to order.
I'll move.
Let's look at,
I'll move
go ahead.
I'll move the consent agenda.
Support.
There's been a motion and a support for the consent agenda. Roll call vote, please.
Dickerson,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Keeler,
Yes.
Lynch,
He's having trouble. I bet you because of where he's at.
Neely,
Mike?
Yes.
Nolden,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes. Hey, BB, how come I can only see your eyeballs and up?
Hello, now, can you hear
There
me
you
now?
go.
There you go. Okay, Mike, you on, Lynch? You on now?
Yes, yes,
Yes.
Okay,
and yes.
okay, there's a yes. Okay, there's been a motion and a support for the consent agenda items. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to the director's report, Barry.
Well, good morning, Commissioners. Glad to see and hear everyone. On our agenda, mostly this, the first A through F are items, or A through G are items that we usually spend over $10,000 in a year on, and so we thought you could jump on it and get the process started. There's going to be a new accounting software program at the county, so we don't want to get caught up in any problems when we're trying to purchase supplies we need. So the first item is Brown and Sons.
A through G in one motion?
What was that, Ted?
Why couldn't we move A through G in one motion?
I don't have a problem with it. There's nothing that
I'd
says we
support
can't.
that. I'd support that.
Okay, Ted, you made the motion.
Sure.
There's been a motion and support on the floor for the director's report. Items A through, is it G?
G, those are all over $10,000.
Okay, A through G. Roll call vote, please.
Keeler,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Martin, oh, Martin's not here, Neely,
Yes.
Nolden,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Lynch,
Yes,
Dickerson.
Yes.
Okay,
Motion carries for the acceptance of the director's report for all expense items over $10,000 as listed in your agenda and according to the meeting minutes from our last meeting. Okay, Barry, you up again.
The next items, we request approval for adopt park agreements for 3 parks.
So moved.
Park, Bassett, and Delaware.
Support.
There's been a motion and support to approve adopted park agreements that's currently on the table. Roll call vote, please.
Lynch,
yes,
Neely,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Nolden,
Yes.
Dickerson,
Yes.
Washington, Washington,
Yes.
Keeler,
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Okay,
The next item is a little good news story from Ranger Garcia and our canine crusher assisted the sheriff's department in finding a person that was had a potentially fatal medical condition. So just let the commissioners be aware of that we are helping other agencies with the park rangers. This is over in Commissioner Henry's district, I believe.
Okay.
So
Good job. Good job,
FYI.
Randy Garcia and Crusher.
Where was it?
It's over, I was over near Swartz Creek.
Oh,
It doesn't say that in here, but that's where it was. The next item, we're asking approval to, request approval to do an agreement with the Genesee Intermediate School District for 4 educators. This will allow, GISD to pay for some more things.
There's been a motion and support on the floor to approve the agreement
Mr.
with
Chairman,
GISD, more specifically with Formar. Are there any questions, any
Jeff.
comments?
Jeff
Mr.
Wright had
Chairman?
one.
Mr. Wright, you got a question?
yes, it's on the umbrella liability of $1 million limit. Who at the parks or the county board or I guess the prosecutor's office takes care of the corporation counsel now, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Has anybody reviewed that $1 million limit in a long time, or who's recommending that? Because in today's world, that's awfully low.
that's the school district asking us to carry $1 million.
It's still low.
Right, well, I won't disagree with you, but, so that would be the GISD asking us to have a larger liability. So
So the school district, we're hiring them,
they're
correct?
hiring us,
They're hiring you.
yes, and asking us to have a carry insurance of $1 million.
Did I read that wrong? Staff. So what are we going to do?
We're gonna provide educational,
A through M,
assistance.
where at?
Well, either online or at Formar or at one of their facilities. And we have to have our people checked out, background checked. There's actually 3 people that are qualified to be there because they've had their background checked on.
And the total contract cost, if I remember correctly, was 13,000 something,
Yes,
13,500.
correct. So that's like a blanket, so we charge them $60 for the first hour and $35 for the second hour for any services we provide to them.
And I'm assuming you have an estimated hours, how long this is. I mean, that's how you come up with the 13,500.
Right, and this was done before the pandemic, so we're not sure how many hours they're actually going to use now, but we wanted to get it approved so that we can provide the services that they asked.
It is a little strange though, especially if they're using the county's facilities. So if a kid or child gets hurt at Formar climbing on the treehouse, we have insurance for that already, don't we?
Yes,
And this is just to cover GISD, even though they're sending the kids out there.
well, typically we would go there to their facilities. But
But
it
not
could
all.
be either way, and it can be online as well. Now,
And it could be at Formar.
it could be both, yes.
All right, well, thank you.
Are there any other questions? Comments? We've had a motion and support. Let's
Support.
do a roll. Hey, good morning, Mr. Martin. Commissioner,
Morning,
how are you?
James. I heard you were hosting, so I came on.
You know what? You guys ought to stop.
Hey, you look like you're doing a TV commercial.
Hey, I'm doing my Mott thing right now.
Okay, let's have a roll call vote, please.
Henry,
Yes.
Keeler,
Yes.
Dickerson,
Yes.
Lynch,
yes,
Wright,
Yes,
Uh,
Martin,
I'll abstain since I don't know what the discussion was.
Neely,
yes,
Nolden,
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Okay,
Motion carries. Thank you. Barry?
The next item, we're requesting to accept a grant from the Michigan Department of Natural Resources for $583,000.
Move it.
Support.
support,
There's been a motion and
Anytime we
support
get some
to
money.
to accept a grant from the Michigan DNR of $583,532. Any questions? Discussion?
Yeah, I have a question. Hey, Barry, I read in that piece there that the Teach Out Trail connection has been canceled and the money has been pushed forward. Is that right?
Yes, we combined it with another mini grant to put it towards the Atlas to Grand Blanc Trail.
What's the outcome now of going outside of Ridgefield Park?
Well, that's still on the list, but we're taking one section at a time, and we're just so we had to combine that. Now we're going to go for a TAP grant, state TAP grant to finish the funding for the Atlas to Grand Blanc Trail. And once we get that funded, then we'll move on to the Teach Out Trail.
Okay, and then let me ask this hypothetical. After we get this all the way to that Whitetail Drive, how many more grants do you see connecting it to where the city's going to take it out to Hemp Hill Road? How many more grant cycles do you see to connect those two sections?
Well, in those sections, I would expect Grand Blanc to pick that up. Grand Blanc and then maybe Burton, depending on how, but those are the two municipalities that would be involved with that.
You think that would be 2 grant cycles to get those two connected?
Hard to say. They have to pick up the ball. We did get
Okay.
those sections scoped, so they do have information to apply for a grant with.
Okay. All righty.
Any other questions, comments? Roll call, please.
Lynch,
Yes.
Neely,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Nolden,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Dickerson,
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
Keeler.
Yes.
Okay,
Motion carries. Thank you very much. Anything else, Barry?
Just one last note, drive-through at Halloween at Crossroads is I think we're getting a lot of activity on that, and we're getting a little nervous that we might run out of candy. So Commissioner Henry, Commissioner Nolan, Commissioner Martin, we may need a little backup, but we have to go in every store in the county and scrounge every bit of candy we can get.
We'll just cut the bubble gum in half.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest, I was going to mention that we're going to have a drive-through candy giveaway, so I need donations.
It's hard not having meetings. We can't give you the candy.
I know. Hey, I'll come and pick it up.
Drive by?
Drive by, yeah, we're gonna do it. Drive by at Burton in the back.
Okay, yeah, this pandemic has really
I
put
would
a real damper on everything, man. I'm telling
If
you.
it was me, I'd advertise it a little differently than that.
Oh, that a drive by, you're right.
So that's all I have. I think we're going to be very busy for Halloween.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Is there any old or new business before this commission? Okay, I guess not. Opportunity for each of the commissioners to address the commission. Commissioner Neely,
I'm fine, thank you.
Commissioner Henry,
I'm good, thank you.
Commissioner Wright,
I'm good, thank you.
Commissioner Lynch.
I'm good. Stay safe.
Good to see you too, Mr. Lynch.
Yes.
And you.
Commissioner Nolan.
I don't have anything, but Mike, I'll be calling you after the meeting. I need some salmon.
Salmon's low this year, brother. The fishing's been poor. You might have to wait. You might have to wait for the venison.
Well, I was going to ask about that too.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll
God.
get you.
Commissioner Martin.
I just got to say, I'm glad we planned the late camping season early enough that we could put a weather order in because it's turned out well.
Beautiful.
Exactly. Commissioner Keeler.
Well, other than the frost we had Friday night, it's been fantastic. But,
Michael Keeler.
Yep. I'm good. Thank you.
Commissioner Dickerson.
I'm good. Thank you.
And I am all set. I'm good. I thank you. for meeting. It is now 10:16. And are there any objections to adjourning?
Oh, sir.
If not, you all have a tremendous day. Please continue to stay safe. And we'll talk soon.
All
Thank
righty.
you.
Bye.
All righty.
Take care.
Thank you. Yep.